Okay, all you crazy people out there in YouTube land, I'm going to go over very briefly a paper that I made back a few months ago and did a video on it. Put it on YouTube about 3 months ago. Had like 14 views and no interest and I guess no understanding of what this is, even though it was well explained and very well drawn out here. So I'm going to call this the adult version, and this is going to be the elementary school version. Even though it's a longer version, it's spelled out in here, designed out a lot better so that people can understand it. So anyway, there are 5 blocks on this paper. The 5 blocks, each one of these blocks is 594.99 years. That's from this black line to the beginning of the chart there. That's block 1. And block 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one down here. So on here, this is the line where right here on this left side are the solar cycle numbers. So all these dates right here for these eclipses, at least the ones that are in the green right here, that have the green dots on them, they will have eclipses on them. The red ones are non-occurrences, means that according to NASA, they don't exist. Only the green ones dotted here will exist on the solar cycles. This is the odd, this is the even side for the solar cycles. Numbers right here. Again, here's all these are the years. That's the month, that's the day, year, month, and day. Okay, of the occurrence of these eclipses. And this line right here, this line right here, we'll explain this in this video. This line right here is are all occurrences. They're all green dotted because they're all occurrences for on the planet of Triton 3. So these are all green. These are all occurrences over here. Both sides, left and right, odd and even. Over here we have the time durations that are between each one of these eclipses, like right here on this 19 years. That is the time duration between this date and this date. Let me move down here a little bit more where you can see. Here, 19 years. That's between this eclipse year and this eclipse year. And these right here are the moon counts. You have the 680, the 235, and the 903. These are moon counts in between eclipses. Year counts, moon counts. This 903 moon count will come out to 73 years. The 680 moon count comes out to 54.979 years. Every block on here is identical to the next one, at least in their moon counts and their time durations. They're all the same, along with their solar cycle numbers. See right here, 117, 127, and 117, 127. Okay, so each block is identical in that way. The only thing that changes in each one of these is the date that these occur on. Okay, so here's the significance of this paper right here, is that in this now time right here, in this center block right here, now time is what I call it a lot of times, the current time, you see right here, 2005, 2024 right here. Again, that's 19 years. Inside of this block right here, and a little bit before actually, you can see the green in here, but this is the reason why this is blocked out this way is because these are following the occurrences of 1, 2, well, 1 over on the other side, it's going to be 2. Yeah, here, 2. So, they're blocked out this way because it starts in the 0, 1 right here and ends into 38 down here. So that's one full block right there. The greens do go back into this next block right here. Greens meaning their occurrences. So from 1744 all the way over to 2155, every single one of these will occur on the sorrow cycles in this order. It's this moon count and this year count right here. There are none on there that don't occur in that time. Inside the block, inside of the block from block end to block beginning right here, or block beginning to the end, there are two red ones that show up right here. Red one means they're non-occurrences, mean they will not show up on the sorrow cycles. 2209 and the 2339 are non-occurrences. So hopefully everybody caught that so far, because here's the thing is, inside of this block in time, this current time, this now time that we're in, we have all these that show up on the sorrow cycles. Then they start to pop out a little bit right here, like I just pointed out. So moving forward in time to the next block, now we're moving forward in time. Remember, this is an identical block. The only thing that changes are the dates. All the times, durations between them, and the moon counts between them are the same. Also moving in the same sorrow cycle numbers. These now start to not exist anymore. Means that they are not on the sorrow cycles. They don't exist there. It's not like they just didn't print them, or they just don't have them on there. According to NASA, they don't exist anymore there. So you're going into a non-existence, or what I call a non-occurrence. You got these reds, non-occurrences, greens. They do occur. They're on the sorrow cycles. Moving up in time. When you get down to this last block right here, yeah, on this one right here, on this last block, there are none. There's the block beginning. None of these occur anymore in that pattern anymore. But this right here, I forgot to mention that this, see the center line right here, the center here, the 6, that's the moon count from this one to this one. From the odd over to the even. So all these also are in there. They don't change. They're all 6 moon counts from one side of the odd side to the even side, all 6 moons. Pattern is exactly the same. That pattern gets is well defined, and it's put all of them show up right here, eclipses. So moving back in time from this block, you have the same thing happening. Non-occurrences happening. You have some that occur. More of non-occurrences. More non-occurrences. Until you get to right there at this point in this block, and then they don't exist anymore. And when I say don't exist anymore, they're not there. They're not coming back. But that cycle, sorrow cycle, is completely gone. Doesn't exist. So here's a question for you. How does something like that, with this kind of order, 6 moons in between each one, left to right, odd to even, have those 6 moons in there, and from eclipse to eclipse moving down the chart here, again pointed out, as this moon count, and these right here, moving exactly on the same sorrow cycle order. How does that go from non-existent, no occurrences in that, and somehow it creates this order? The order starts to happen. See the green one starting? The green one's starting. Green ones, these are occurrences now. So somehow it's picking up this order here. It's defining an order, creating an order, and then the order on every single one of these sorrow cycles now is in place, with 6 moons between them, left and right, odd to even. And same thing, all the moon counts over here. I know I'm repeating this, it's just like, got to repeat this, because evidently nobody understood this paper. How, I don't know. You can't go, how does it go from not occurring to occurring with this kind of order in here. And then once it's there, again in the now time, in our current time, then go outside of that time into the future. And it goes back to what it was back here. I'm out of here.